we don't get a house soon, we're going to be lost. I didn't want to be, I have rent for so long, we had just so many apartments, and now it was time for have something that we can just say it was ours. Family gatherings, that's important to me. Eating dinner and having our music up and enjoying people coming and going. It's just like this is a family home. When you walk in here, you feel peace and tranquility. So many kids come up to me and tell me, thank you for doing, for feeding me, and thank you for letting me stay. And we've hosted, since we've been here, we've never had the house by ourselves. We've hosted some people that we didn't even know, strangers. And at times I'm really frustrated. I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. But then someone else needs to stay, so it's just a blessing. It is. The days when I'm frustrated with this and going on, but when I open that door and turn the key, I'm like, so good to be home.
It's different. I grew up differently than she did. Every time we moved, it's because we got put out. So I didn't have those examples of home ownership. Yeah, you don't feel safe. You don't feel secure. You don't know if you're going to come home to the place that you left. So, and I never sure that was going to change for me. Yeah, I'm getting emotional. It's been completely life altering. My grandkids run around here, and I'm hopeful of seeing my great grandkids run around here. I don't come from people who own their homes, so I don't know really how to put it into words. Overjoyed. Man, what a gift. It's been so special, and it continues to get better. So it's completely life altering for me, my wife, my children, my grandchildren. And so they have an example of someone who owns their home and has paid it off, and they get to enjoy it while I'm still young and be able to enjoy it with them. Completely life altering for generations.
When we built this home, they had to see the equity and the sweat that goes in, and I think that just made them decide, like, oh, okay, this is how, like, oh wow, we saw the frame, and then we saw the drywall get put up. I was raised with such stability and a beautiful foundation from my grandparents, and I wanted the same thing for my children. And so having little kids, you just want them just to be, just a structure. So, and I think that's what determined, just having kids alone, I always wanted them to have what I grew up with or more. It just provides them with security, and just it gives them a peace of mind and tranquility to know that they can come through that door with their key, no matter how old they are, and we're here, or even if we're gone, that they have somewhere to go.
They didn't just give us a house, They helped us to buy into the community, into home ownership, and helped to transform this whole area to some degree, And they helped us to to learn how to be fiscally responsible, more fiscally responsible, and how to maintain the house and how to hold on to it. So it's more than just home ownership. It gives us a sense of pride and a sense of responsibility and community feeling.
In the summer when we're doing our yard, my neighbor, she goes out and she does her yard. They didn't fix their house up across the street. His mom came and fixed her, so it's contagious.
Yeah, it is. The neighbors over there were not doing their yard. We moved here, and they started doing it. I'm not taking credit for it, but it does. It makes a difference.
It makes a difference.
Neighborhoods, you want it to be safe for yourself and for the people that you live around. And solid neighborhoods build solid nations. And man, we need some nation building now, throughout the globe. And this nation has always been the example for that. And so this shows that us grassroots Americans, we still care about each other, and we're still doing things to, bring the community up. And it works. It's contagious. It really does work, because when someone does something like this for you, you definitely want to do it for someone else.